Okay, guys. Ain't go no more. I mean, you ain't hide no more, huh? Huh? It feels so good in here. It feels so good. Now it's cold. Okay, hello. All right, guys. So, hmm? Yeah, I had two messages, really three, but I'm only gonna do this last one. All right, let's get this message going. Somebody on live again. Yeah, on live again. This is the last one. I'm hungry. Say no to hex work. All right, say no right now, guys. Say no. All right, guys. So this is a part of a download that came through this morning, y'all. Not a part of a download. This is the download that came through this morning. I had to cleanse my space up from the last reading. All right. So yeah, this message was it was trying to come out in the last message, right? I could have probably put them together, but I couldn't. It would have made the reading too long, right? But if you did not check out, well, if you wasn't here for the last message, y'all please check out that message. It says karma is activated. Okay, it says karma is activated, right? But we are not going to get into what these people's karma is. We are actually going to talk about you, y'all. If you are receiving this message right now, if you are here, this message is 9 times out of 10 for you. All right. So, but take what resonates and leave what does not. Dear Divine, please bless and charge me and the collective with the energy to bring a balance to our complete being, physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and all of that good stuff, financially as well too. Please block out any interruptions between me and the collective, with us in our divine team. I call in our highest vibrational ancestors, spirit guides, and spirit team to help me channel this message for the collective. Yeah, and return to sender 7-11 times anybody that tries to say anything weird my way. Period. Okay? Alright? So let me put that out. We are burning High John the Conqueror incense. Incense are very important when you are doing spiritual work. It's very important when you're doing spiritual work. Not only incense, but like herbs in itself. Okay, um, it's very important when you're doing spiritual work. I'm also using my divine pivot oil in order to receive this message. All right, so I pulled out my energy cards. All right, Capricorn could be significant straight up off the bat. Someone could have a Capricorn Saturn or yeah, Capricorn Saturn. Thank you so much for me. So let's go ahead and get started. So this message is divine justice. This is about divine justice. This is also about like you not hexing them. I'm gonna jump right into it, okay? This is about being empowered, disciplined, and spiritually mature. Spiritually mature. Right now, you guys can have a lot of hex work going through your mind, right? And when I'm talking about hex work, I'm not talking about return to senders, okay? That's as long as it's justified, right? I'm talking about like, let me be real, let me be honest, right? Like unwarranted spiritual work, right? Using candles, knowing damn well you don't need to be putting nobody in a candle in a jar, freezer spells right now, any type of like goofer dust, okay? Talking to myself as well too, goofer dust. Like we not doing that right now, because the reason why we ain't doing it at all, but we ain't doing it right now. The reason why we're not doing it right now is because we are actually actively in the middle of a yes. Okay, we are actively in the middle of a yes from divine. All right, what is the energy that I'm feeling for this reading, divine? What is the energy that you would like for me to share? Get this started. What is the reading? Thank you. Energy, action. Look at that, action. So you're right now, the more positive energy like is ahead of the dark energy. Okay, so at some point, at some time, yes, you were like ritually coded. You have access to a lot of different astrological knowledge, a lot of spell work, a lot of magic. Like you actually have your priestess or high priestess coded. You have access to a lot of different types of rituals that you can do to get your way, but you don't really need to do that towards a person. You don't need to do it towards a person or a situation. All right. Aquarius energy is coming up, and then the healer of ages in reverse. All right, the healer of ages in reverse. And then magician in the mirror upright, and envy is also coming out as well too. So you don't really need to do that towards a person right now, because these people want you to spell them because they're in some type of anxiety crisis, okay? In the last reading, I talked about like them no longer having access to your energy or whatever the case is. So in order to get access back to your energy, they want you to send a hex or some type of curse towards their life. It's so crazy that these people want you to curse them. They want you to curse them so that they can, one, do a return to sender, right? And whatever it is that you send towards them, they're sending it back towards you, right? They're going to send it back towards you so that your life can be in misery and you can get the dose that they have been receiving. So this person has been, these people have been getting no's, constant no's. know this, know that. They're getting a no to a new car. They're getting no's to, you know, these apartment complexes, no to new jobs, no, just no all around in the spirit realm, because they no longer have access to you. Okay. And so in order for them to gain some type of access to you, or to get their yeses, they actually need you to do something. You know, you're winning the race right now. That's what Spirit wants me to tell you, is that you're winning the race right now. What is action, Divine? Thank you so much. Clarify action. Look at that. The Lovers in reverse. So this is crazy. This is a past lover of some sort. This is someone you had a relationship with. Weird energy. But this is definitely someone that you were in a relationship with. They're sending synchronicities. You could be seeing you could be seeing their birthday, right? June 17th could be significant. You could be seeing their birthday where they're trying to make it seem, look at that, the Two of Cups and the Hierophant. They're trying to make it seem as if you're supposed to be with them. Oh, I'm seeing their birthday, so I'm supposed to reach out to them. I'm supposed to call them. Like different type of synchronicities, you know, have been coming up where they're saying that, yeah, that's my person or whatnot. This could be this is like someone that feels as if like they're your twin flame, or either they're your you know, they're your soulmate. Yeah, we were supposed to be soulmates or whatever the case is. You know, people are sitting up, actively sitting up, waiting until a particular time to send you a message. All right, what's the Lovers with the Hierophant? Y'all, I'm telling you, the distractions, the Ten of Wands, right? The absolute. And I'm so happy I didn't go live on my phone and I went live on my iPad, because we would be getting all distracted here. So these people are trying to be a distraction as you are calling in your destiny helpers, as you're calling in your twin flame, calling in your love, right? Or going, yes, we are back. We are back. Hey, boo. Look, 44 and 11. All right. So definitely feel as if like these people are, they're waiting to send certain synchronicities, y'all. They're waiting and trying to send you certain synchronicities so they can make it seem as if, you know, we were supposed to talk. Look at that. This is divine's timing. That's what I feel like they're saying. Let me find my book. 944. Okay. Let me find my book. Let's get the angel numbers going. Here's my book. Y'all, every time I cleaned up one day during a Mars hour, y'all, and I ain't been able to find everything since. That's the time my first class period used to be over 9:44, okay? So let's see what 9:44 is, okay? "9:44 is a message from your spirit guides that appears when you are walking into a period of increased memories. Your dreams may be vivid at this time, and it is best to write down whatever has been revealed to you recently and in the days to come." So yeah, these people is definitely sending like dream coded messages, and what they want you to do is they want you to reach out to them directly and be like, hey, oh, you know what it is too? Oh my goodness, thank you so much, Spirit. They want you to reach out to them directly, but it's not even just that, because these might be people that you're in conflict with the Lovers in reverse, and I'm talking about hex work. This is like you're dreaming of someone, right? You dream of someone. This could also be a doppelganger, y'all. This could be a doppelganger, but let me just see. Let me just see. They could be using someone else's images. When you see doppelgangers, if you are a spiritualist like myself, right, or you do readings or something like that, you might actually dream of another healer, but it's not that particular healer. It could be like someone that's watching a channel, okay? Someone that's watching a channel. So be careful with that, right? Because what they want you to do is they want you to hex the person that you see. They want you to hex the person that you see, but it's not really that person. So be careful with that. All right. Thank you so much, Spirit. That's what the message is. All right. With the Ten of Wands, they want you to take on a heavy load. So they want you to take on some type of heavy load. And if you hex the person that you see, that's some form of mirror magic. It's like doppelganger mirror magic or something like that. This person is a clown. I'm seeing a deck of cards in my hand, but I don't know which deck these particular cards are in. It'll come to me later. Thank you so much, Spirit. All right, what's the two of cups? Yeah, they want to exchange places with you. And then they also want to be able to say, healer of ages, they also want to be able to say, yeah, other healers have problems with this person. That's one thing. Clear. Send that shit all the way the fuck out. All right. Thank you so much, Spirit. What's the healer of ages in reverse? Because no. Someone could be a Virgo. Someone could be a Virgo with an Aries sun. Virgo rising, Aries sun. Thank you so much, Spirit. Aries is significant. Cancer is significant. Sag is significant. Thank you so much. With the fucking devil, I'm telling you, I've just tried to clear that energy out, and Spirit is saying, no, this is the conflict that's coming out. So let me just talk about it, all right? Let's just talk about it. So whoever this is, they took a contract on with the devil, and the devil is saying, well, if you can get this person to do our dirty work as well too, you will be rewarded. So there's a demon that they're working with. This person could be practicing some form of demonology or something. All right, let's turn this heater on. They could be practicing some form of demonology or reading some type of, I don't know, but I don't know because I'm not going to mention it or whatever it is that they're doing. But they are tapping into some type of fearing. Y'all know who I'm talking about, okay? I don't even like really saying those type of things because I don't give them any type of acknowledgement, but they do, okay? They do. And no, this particular demon is not going to get any type of acknowledgement over here. So I don't say demons' names, but this could be someone, this could be a practitioner that is mentioning someone's name to try to get you to say it as well. So you'll be dreaming of something and you say, oh, I had a dream about this particular spirit. Oh, there's 4 demons. Someone could be working with the 4 demons, the 4 prince of hell, 4 princes of prince of hell, 4 princes, the 4 prince of hell. Interesting. Who are the 4 princes of hell? I don't know. I'm not even gonna go look it up. The 4 prince of palace of hell. The 4 prince of palace. Principalities are angels as well too. But these is, I guess they're like, well, these will be 4 fallen angels. Wow. I don't know demonology. I don't know this. I don't know who it is. The 4 kings of hell. I don't. Okay, so the 4 kings of hell. That's what we're saying. And I'm actually seeing their names, but I'm not gonna say their names. I don't give them recognition. But these people work with them, right? They work with them, and they're actually trying to. And look at that, y'all. Look at that. The 7 of Wands. They're actually trying to get you to fight with them so that they can bind you and trap you. And this is where your mind, like you're here and you're like, well, you know what? I'm about to hex this bitch. Karma for Karen. That's funny. I'm pinning that. Karma for Karen. I can't even pin it. Let me go to my phone and pin that. That's a good one. Karma for Karen. Damn, I gotta pin that. I love that. Okay, so let's turn it down. All right, so these people are trying to get you to do some type of hex work. They're trying to get you to do something really dirty, y'all, really dirty. And you know, there's multiple things that came up, right? There's multiple things that came up. The first thing was like goofer dust, right? And I was wondering, like, why am I don't that's not how I seek I don't seek any type of revenge, but that's not how I do any type of cleansing work. 137 angel numbers coming up, right? That's not how I do any type of work. But it's literally been coming up like goofer dust. Like, why do you want to put some goofer dust in a candle? You know, why do you want to put some goofer dust on these people? Like, why? And so I literally like had to ask spirit, like, why do these people want goofer dust blown towards them? Like, why do they want that? Why are they itching for me to do that? And spirit was saying that it's because you have a yes coming in. It's because you have a yes coming in. And so, you know, I have to take myself out of the, and once something like that, because all I do is get yeses. Thank you so much, divine, right? I don't always get yeses. Sometimes spirit be like, that's not in alignment with the contract here now. All right. But I be getting yeses. All right. So the magician in the mirror, in reverse. All right. So you actually have some type of yes coming towards you. Something that you previously received a no about. It actually is working out in your favor. It could be a car, it could be a house, it could be a job, right? At the time where you were applying for or going towards it, it was not in alignment for you to receive, all right? Because had you had received it then, it would have put you in some type of debt, okay? The King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, right? Because someone was doing mirror magic on you. They were trying to destiny swap or live in your likeness. Y'all, the King of Pentacles came back up, right? They were trying to live in your likeness. So now you're getting ready to receive this yes. Thank you so much. You have to separate yourself from this actual spell work, this actual person that's trying to hex you. You had to remove yourself. Also you had to not just the person, but you had to remove yourself from the, or not remove, but you had to elevate. You had to go through a certain process that kind of put you above your lower self, your lower chakras. You're wanting to actually seek some type of revenge towards this energy. What's the King of Pentacles? What's the King of Pentacles? And you know what the crazy part is? These people are in hell. They're in some sort of hell. And their hell does not look like everybody else's hell. Y'all know I always say hell is a thought. Hell is actually here on earth, right? Their hell is not, it's something about things dying around them, right? That's what their hell looks like. Not like people dying, you know, not like people dying, but like things dying. So their plants may be dying, their grass may be dying, their car may be going, you know, dying, battery constantly dying, motherfucking always, their tank is always on empty. Somewhere their tank is always on empty. This is what death looks like around them, because they are working with these demons, these kings of hells, prince of hells, or whatever the case is, that give them a little bit more material things, but the things die like that. So let's say, for instance, that they have the house, they have the car, they have the nice house, they have the nice car, animals as well too. So, oh my goodness, I was going to pull out my animal cards, right? I actually was. Animals dying as well too. So whenever something divinely as a spirit animal is in a house of sickness or a house of hell, the thing is there are only certain animals that can survive in hell. Roaches, ants, motherfucking rats. And it sounds crazy, but even like a pig or a goat, a cow can survive in hell as well too. Um, because these particular things feed off of, they feed and they are sitting at the lower realms, y'all. There's a net that just came, y'all. It's cold as fuck outside. Where the fuck did the net come from? I promise you, a net is literally swarming around. So you know what we gonna do for that? Yeah, these are little things that could survive. Animals that could survive. Fucking nets and flies can survive in the motherfucking hell. This motherfucker ain't about to survive up in here though. That motherfucker about to die soon as his ass just spray. We gonna just hit his ass with the cologne in 1800, okay? Y'all go ahead and get y'all some of this. Y'all see, I ain't low. I actually have bottles of this. But that motherfucking net wasn't here before, okay? But yes, animals passing away, dying, that as well too. And you will know it. You will know that this person is working with these particular energies or whatnot, because one thing about demons is they like to know that they are present. They like for people to know that they're present. So every once in a while, if someone is working with a demon, you'll hear them like give them credit or say something about them in some form or fashion. When rent is due, these people do pay up. They're going to say something. I don't give a crap how much people, demons also say thank you, God. They also say thank you, God, too. They also say God bless you. They also say yes, God bless you, Jesus. When you sneeze, they say God bless you. They say all the time. Demons also say that as well too. Okay. Let me be very clear about that. So don't get it misconstrued. Okay. Just because somebody is saying God bless you, thank you, Jesus. Yes, Heavenly Father. That, don't get it misconstrued that these people are not working with demons. Okay. Let them outright say, I am not working with demons. I am not working with the demons that they're, you know what? I am not going to say this demon's name, right? But let's say that they'll say something like this. No, I can't even do it. I can't even do it. I can't even do it. I can't even give y'all an example. Because I really can't give an example right now without mentioning a demon. But these people, they expose themselves all the time. They expose themselves all the time. And people just don't, what you say, Mother Anatomy, they just don't clock it. You get what I'm saying? They just don't clock it. Alright? But when you are working with demons, they will have you say their name at some point. We don't speak that. I ain't even about to even throw that in there. We don't speak that type of language over here. 818 is significant. 188 is significant. January the 8th. All right, thank you so much, Spirit. Oh, they could be working with other people that's around them as well too. You want to know why certain things don't work out for them? Is because the contract that they took on is to be married to the demon. Oh my goodness, somebody's married to a demon. Somebody's married to a demon. All right, what's this hex word? And that's why they envious of you. That's why envy came out, because they're married to a demon. And while you're building a family, while you building a family, while you building generational wealth, while you getting your root chakra together, while you getting your shit together, and you're actually someone could be getting engaged. Thank you so much, Spirit. Someone could be getting engaged. Or there's talk about a marriage with someone. They're like, we already been engaged. This is my wife. Someone is saying that, like, this is my wife. You might not actually be married, but someone is saying, like, this is my wife. And the demon that is working against your relationship, that wants to hex you or want you to hex them, that's what they want you to get a no on. They want this person to receive a no. I told y'all, you know, people is actively working against kingdom marriages and twin flame relationships and soulmate relationships right now. There's marriage. Look, Ace of Cups. I told y'all, there's marriage going on right now. This is why these people are envious. They're married. They're married. They're married. They're trying to say that they are married to you in the spirit. You know what this demon told them? You know what this demon told them? This demon told them that they were supposed to be married to your person, or they're supposed to be married to you. Oh, what's King of Pentacles? That's why they keep fighting so hard to get your attention. That's why they keep fighting so hard to get your attention. To get you to drink from their cup. You could be having dreams about eating or drinking in your dream. And y'all be careful. We do not eat, drink, or ride in cars with strangers in our dreams. Okay? The minute that you do that in your dream and you wake up and you remember it right, just be like, you know what, God, that is not in my highest timeline or my vibration. Please break that contract immediately. And then wake up and stomp on the ground. Okay, stomp on the ground. As soon as you get up, stomp on the ground. All right. Someone took on a high level contract with a demon to get you to initiate into that path. All right. This is why those dark thoughts keep coming into your mind. Y'all, don't be afraid of the dark thoughts that come up. I actively work with my colleague, and every time I have a dark ass thought, I be like, "Mine, take this thought." Okay. 10 of Pentacles, all right? Definitely 10 of Pentacles up under the damn King of Pentacles, baby. This is an abundant contract. Both of you guys are, and when I'm saying both of you guys, I'm talking about this weird-ass person that wants you to hex them too. Both of y'all are in a abundant contract, right? Your abundance just looks different from their abundance because they signed on to an agreement with a dark entity. When you signed on to an agreement with your highest vibrational ancestors, or I'm also getting like a spirit guide. So you could be working with your holy guardian angel, right? You could be working with your holy guardian angel, and your holy guardian angel actually has shown you the demonic doppelganger. And listen, even the angels have doppelgangers. So you're working with your holy guardian angel, right? With the Ace of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles coming out. Thank you so much, Divine. What is this? What is this envy over this, though? What is this envy over this? I can understand why a motherfucker is envious, but it's because they don't want you to be in that contract. They don't want you to be in your own contract. They want to have some type of connection to you. And so if you hex them, or you do, and it's not even hexing them. It's not even hexing them, because I was picking up that they actually want you to hex someone else so that they can say, see, I knew we was alike. But this person isn't saying it outright, like, to you and saying, hey, I see we're alike. What they're saying is, they're saying it in the spirit realm. They want y'all to be twins, double mint twins. And it's like, bitch, no, go on with your demonic abundant contract that you think you're living in abundance. Because I don't know, you know, people don't value their relationships or their connections or whatever. And that's the difference between you and anybody else. Your values are completely different from this person. Your values are completely different from this person. What's the Ace of Cups with the 10 of Pentacles? Thank you so much, Spirit. What's the Ace of Cups, 10 of Pentacles? Why is the envy over it? Ace of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. Why is envy over this? The 10 of Cups in reverse. This is why envy is over it. So this person, like I said, they don't value their relationships. They don't have that connection. Callie at the bottom of the deck. Thank you. In the spirit realm. Callie in the spirit realm. She's going to destroy anything that this person tried to build up when it comes to working with that dark demonic energy. She's going to destroy it. She's going to destroy any relationship. Any intention to get another person to initiate into a dark demonic contract, she's going to break it down and she's going to destroy it. You know who this person is, and it's so crazy because they send. So, all right, so I hope this makes sense, right? You have a contract. You have a contract to do some type of healing work, to do some type of, and if even if it's not spiritual, like I'm doing right here, right? Maybe you're a doctor, maybe you're a CNA, maybe you are a post office worker, maybe you work at a convenience store, maybe you work somewhere where you're constantly seeing people and you're sending out good energy towards them people. You know, you're an empath. People call you, they ask you for your guidance. It doesn't have to be a big major ass job that you think like, oh, I'm doing nothing on the day to day. Maybe you work at Wendy's, maybe you work at you know, Subway. Maybe you bake them cookies at Tiff Treats or whatever the fuck. Maybe you have your own job where you actively show up and you just post positive stuff every day. Not even positive stuff, but you post things that make people, I don't want to say positive or negative, because you could be a karmic surgeon like myself, where sometimes you have to give these karmic ass messages. Whatever it is, you're actively helping people to see the truth and you're moving out of integrity, right? You have that job. Okay, you have that job for a reason. You took on that contract. But then there's someone else that they see you and they want to turn you sour. They want to turn you sour. This could be someone like actively commenting on your page. This could be a coworker. This could be an ex, you know, person. This could be an ex of some sort, any type of ex, right? They see what you are doing and you're abundant, but maybe you don't have a car right now. Maybe you are living with someone right now. Maybe you are working at Wendy's and they're judging you. Maybe maybe you work at the convenience store and someone is judging you, right? For what it is that you do on a day to day. I work at a hospital, I cook. They're like, oh, she's the lunch lady. I'm actually a chef. What are you talking about? You get what I'm saying? But they don't know you on a day to day. They like, she the lunch lady. She over here, she do this, she do that. But I'm married. I have a car. I have a house. I have, my bills are paid. I have friends. This is abundance to me, having friends. I have statues. That's abundance to me. I have malas. That's abundance to me. I have people that truly and genuinely love me. That's abundance to me. Now, these people, they have a house. They have a car. They might got some money in their pocket, in their bank account. They have, they have people, but they have, fans, or they have content they create. They took on some type of darker contract. They didn't get those things by way that you got your things. These people are jealous. They're envious because there's something in their life that's missing, and I can almost guarantee you that it's a relationship. It's real, true, authentic relationships. I can almost guarantee it is that. When you have this Ace of Cups, where you are over abundant in, like certain ways, like in emotions and connections to spirit, like, why would this bird fly into this water if they felt like they couldn't go further? When you have connections to different portals that are divinely, like, scriptured and sculptured for you, and this person is in the middle of a breakup, all right, with the death card going on at the bottom of the deck. They're in the middle of a breakup, all right? They're in the middle of an ending, and they're like, oh, if I'm going through an ending, then everybody has to go through an ending. And with that being said, this is why they want you to use some form of hex work, so that you can get a no. All right? Ace of Cups, Ten of Cups in reverse. Ace of Cups, Ten of Cups in reverse. You versus them. You versus them. Thank you so much, Divine. You versus them. All right? The Empress. You versus them. All right? Ace of Cups, Ten of Cups in reverse. You versus them. Thank you so much, Divine. Ace of Cups, Ten of Cups. You versus them. Y'all, The Magician in reverse. Them. You're the Empress. They're the Magician in reverse. Their magic isn't working. Their spell work isn't working. I'm telling you, y'all, do not go trying to hex anybody. If you see somebody in your dreams spiritually attacking you and you think it's that person, it's not that person. It's not that person. It's not that person. Someone is using the likeness of someone else's face right now. I can see it. I can see it. I can see a mask falling. I'm telling y'all, I see a deck of cards, but I don't know what deck of cards this card is in. And I'm seeing this deck of cards, but I'm hearing future song mask off. I'm hearing future song mask off. Okay. So this is definitely, look at that, adjacent possibilities and then walking away. Adjacent possibilities and walking away. Thank you so much. So the energy is definitely to get you to choose a different door. Like they want you to choose the door that's on the ground. This is how I know they want to drag your ass to hell. This is exactly why I know that they want to drag your ass to hell. I have been waking up and rebuking any unknown and known contracts I've come in agreement with in my dreams. Yes. 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 That is not in your highest vibration or anything. You want to know why too? Because a lot of us are receiving messages for... Thank you so much, Spirit. A lot of us are receiving messages for other people in our dreams. A lot of us are receiving messages because we are the radio. You know, we are the radio. We're the radio, but we're not the artist. We're not the songstress, or we're the actual radio. You know, we're not the DJ. We're not the song that's playing on the radio. But we're receiving these messages. We're receiving the songs to play. We're getting told what to do from our spirit team. And these people are, they mad. They mad. They mad. And you know, you could be giving somebody a message right now. You could be giving someone a message and they're not trying to receive it. Okay? They not like us. They not like us. Absolutely. Absolutely. What is this walking away? Thank you so much, Spirit. Look at that. The community in reverse. I'm telling you, they are not like us. They're not like us. So I was looking at walking away, but I'm also looking at the devil card, y'all. The community in reverse. So there could be a community of people that are speaking out about this particular person. Someone is saying something so weird where they're saying like, you're actively hexing somebody. Someone's getting called out in a community. People are definitely waking up. You know what's crazy? People are waking up because they're coming in contact with their deities. And you know, before we didn't know that these were our deities or these were our holy guardian angels. We didn't know that these were our spirit guides. We thought that they were voices in our heads. You know, we may have been diagnosed with like certain, and I'm not a medical doctor, y'all, but you know, we've been diagnosed with like ADD, schizophrenia, bipolarism and stuff. When in reality, you know, we've been able to sort through the voices because you use so much integrity and you've been doing so much spiritual coding on your DNA that you realize that, wait, those dark thoughts is those old demonic contracts that I took on in a past life, right? But these light thoughts, they actually want me to be abundant. So when you're hearing different types of ideas and different types of goals and different types of dreams on how to do something, right? You're realizing that, oh, I'm not bipolar. I'm not schizophrenic. I don't have ADHD. It's just that divine wants me to do so much. Let me start writing this stuff down because these are dreams and goals. And if I live to be 107, I'm going to be able to knock this shit out, baby. I don't have to do everything right now. I have notebooks. I have notebooks filled with ideas where I thought that I was schizophrenic. I'm like, whose voice is this? Let me write that down. Oh, this is a dark masculine voice. And the thing is, now we're starting to get those messages out. And the more that we get those messages out and share with the community, other people are realizing that's the voice that I heard in my mind. She is saying exactly what I was told to do. Oh, she's saying build in the community. Okay, what kind of building in the community? Okay, I'm making a healing garden. I'm actually going to start planting seeds inside of this community. People that were planting seeds, bad seeds in the community, they were growing addictions. They were growing karmic contracts. They were growing darkness, being a motherfucking lustful demon, where they're saying like, oh, it's okay to take somebody's, this is, it's reminding me of a certain type of music. Like, now y'all know I love music. Y'all know I love music. But certain music I don't listen to. I love Cardi B, right? I love Cardi B. That's my baby. That is my baby. I love Cardi B. But if you actually listen to her songs, she's not saying a lot about cheating and doing all this stuff. She's not. She ain't. She's not talking about cheating. Listen to her songs. She's literally, first of all, she a Libra. She ain't talking about cheating, right? She's not talking about cheating. But if you listen to other women that are in the same group category as her, they are talking about cheating. Okay? She be talking about getting the money. Absolutely. And she be talking about being faithful. She be talking about, her ops. Like, shit, her ops. Telling on her ops. Like, people thought that they can get over on me and I'm going to call their asses out. They thought that they could be me. Oh, nobody want to be you. Okay? And I'm going to put their asses on the shelf in whatever type of store. I'm going to put their asses on display. She be calling people out. But if you look at other women that is in her same category, right? They're talking about cheating. They're talking about doing drugs. They talking about, I don't know, weird being a man. They talking about being a man, but it ain't even being a man. It's like being a low vibrational man or getting a low vibrational man. And that's just not the same. It's not the same. I can't tell, and I don't want to talk down about, okay, please, bitch, don't nobody want to be, okay? So I don't want to really talk about, talk down on them, but you can see who took on dark demonic contracts, who sold their soul. Yes, this is what selling your soul looks like, who sold their soul for the money and who actually is under godly contracts. Just because you under a godly contract, that don't mean that you're not around here using profanity or you talking about certain things. That doesn't mean you sold your soul. Pay attention to what people are actually saying, because they're giving they're high and mighty Dumalati da 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 da. I said Dumalati, I don't know what that is. I know what Dumalati is, but they're giving their thank yous to their demons. They're giving it to their demons. Alright. Thank you so much. Alright, what's the community in reverse with the devil? What's the community in reverse with the devil? Thank you so much, Spirit. What's the community in reverse with the devil? Ascended in reverse. Ascended in reverse. Yeah. Ascended in reverse. And then you have rising star in reverse. So yeah, like I said, these people are falling down. They're not ascending. These people have said that they're ascending. They're saying that, and you know what? This is so annoying. This is so annoying, right? Don't judge a book by its cover. Never know. I'm gonna take that as that. Okay, I'm gonna take that as that. All right. Don't judge a book by its cover. You never know. That's why I always flip in the middle and I read something in the middle. If I be like, show me how abundant this book is gonna be for me. I flip right to where I need to see. And then I decide whether or not I want to actually buy the book. Okay? But I'm not taking a book out of the store just because someone say don't judge the book by the cover. Oh, this could be a good book because the title look weird. I know this writer or whatever the case is. No, I'm going to flip the book right there in the store. And if it's not for me, I'm leaving that bitch right fucking there. I'm leaving it right there. Show me whether or not this book is abundant for me. If I gotta flip through 5 different pages to figure out whether or not I need to buy this book or whatnot, just because other people are saying that this is a good book, absolutely fucking not. Okay, divine feminine in reverse, divine feminine in reverse, ascending in reverse, abundance in reverse, and then change. These people thought that they could change who they were by changing their clothes, and at the end of the day, this is the same motherfucker. This is the same motherfucker among them damn clothes. This is still a dirty, dusty ass bitch that took a demonic contract, and she's still trying to turn people against God. She's still trying to turn people against their own contract. She's still trying to turn people against their highest vibrational self, against their holy guardian angels, against their deities. Okay? Even if they say, oh yeah, I go towards God. You know what? You need to thank your God. You need to do this, or they call out divine. Let me tell you, it's still nasty under them clothes. It's still nasty. It's still funky. They still ain't took no spiritual baths and rebuked them entities up off of them. Okay? They still haven't done it. They still haven't done it. This is why their demons are actually upset and has been making them do more in order to receive something. That's why I don't like demons, dog. That's why I don't like demons. They'll give you a lot in the beginning, right? And I've seen this play out. I never invoked a demon a day of my life, right? But I've seen this play out. Spirit has shown me, in people that practice demonology, they have literally shown me this, that they'll give you a lot in the beginning. Let's say you lived an abundant lifestyle when you were younger, right? You lived an abundant lifestyle when you were younger. Your family had it all. And all of a sudden, you know, when you get older, you're struggling. Your father go to jail, your father died, your mama is a crackhead whore, you don't have a connection to your mother, you don't have a connection to your family, you can't keep a relationship, you're codependent on the government assistance, low-key, but you don't say that out loud. Or let's say it's something that, you know, let's not talk about the mama and daddy part, right? Generational curses. Let's not talk about the demonic generational curses. Let's talking about now that you're older and you're spiritually aware, not you, but let's talk about them that are spiritually aware not to take on certain contracts, and them bitches is like, you know what, I need the house, I need the car, I need the man of my dreams, I'm calling in this, you know, and then they get that stuff, and the sink constantly is something constantly wrong with the sink. They got a house that they can't furnish because the demons is like, I don't want you to put a lot of material in your house. I'm gonna make it so that, you know, you only can fix up your kids' room. You only can fix up your kids' room. You don't have no dressers. All you have is these little boxes in your room where, you know, you got clothes in. This ain't no real fucking dresser. It's plastic. It ain't no fucking real dresser. It's no wood. You don't even have no mirrors in your house for real. You know, because they can't stand to look at themselves. Divine feminine in reverse. This person could be calling themselves the divine feminine. This person could be calling themselves the divine masculine. They could be calling their person a divine feminine or their person a divine masculine. No. Conflict. That's what it is. It's conflict. It's a conflict within themselves. Okay. This is exactly why this person is trying to get you, is trying to intrude on your thoughts so that they can get you to hex somebody. They need somebody to do it. They need somebody to do it. Look at that. Chakras. I knew it that they were trying to intrude on the chakras. They need somebody to do it so that they can swap spirits with this person. So someone's fuel is running really low. Someone's fuel is running really low. Like, why they demons don't want to get them, you know, get them some energy? Oh, because the enemy is a liar. That's why that part right there. I literally just said, why don't their demons want to give them fuel? Because they promised that they would bring more people in, but more people are waking up and seeing that these demonic contracts is not the way to go. It's not the way to go. And the reason why they thought that they could get you, it was sending, it was at one point where everybody needed a psychiatrist evaluation. At some point, that's what they did. They attacked the doctors. These demons, they attacked the doctors first. Any healers, any doctors, any practitioners, they went towards them first. And they had practitioners writing prescriptions, y'all, writing prescriptions to healers. Oh, thank you so much, Spirit. I'm witness to this. I am witness to this, y'all. I only can talk about things that I have lived through as well, too. And not only can I talk about things that I have lived through as well, too, when I'm receiving downloads. They had the practitioners writing prescriptions for families to get them into demonic contracts, to keep them, quote unquote, sick, when we should have been going to root workers, or we should have been going to doctors that specialize in real coded messages when you are. But it's cool, it's cool, because what happened was some healers started to get online and share messages, not only like this, but like share codes. They started doing more work, and we started healing ourselves, right? We started healing ourselves from karmic contracts, from generational curses. Once we started healing ourselves, now we can heal the community. Thank you so much, Spirit. Now we can heal the community. So you walked away. Someone could have walked away from their actual doctor or changed doctors. Within the last couple years, you may have changed practitioners. You could have been going to a family doctor. Oh my goodness. You could have been going to a family doctor, and that family doctor literally, maybe, like you took your child to your childhood doctor. You took your child to your childhood doctor. Or in the same building of some sort, and you realize, like, it's actually not good energy in this building. You know what? I actually don't like this dentist. So you could have been changing doctors or changing like dentists, like changing practitioners of some sort. You realize that these people, this is not just doctors either. This is actually like spiritual teachers as well too. They tried to say that you weren't doing the right thing, that you're a bad mom, you're a bad daughter or child or some sort. You're a bad, client, a bad patient. It's all because of you. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's what they tried to say. But at the end of the day, you know what? I know my body. I know my body. And what you're prescribing me, it's almost like someone may have had a cough too. Look at that, the pathway. Someone may have had like a cough or like some type of it's here. It's in the throat. It's in the chest. It's in the throat, right? So let's say that they diagnosed you with bronchitis, or they said you had asthma, right? And I'm not a doctor, y'all. This is not medical advice or anything like that. Always seek real, true medical advice. There are really some real good doctors and healers out there. God gave them the gift, okay? But there's also some that want to crack your body open. They literally may have, it was something going on here, right? It was something going on here, but they're trying to operate on you down here. They're trying to operate on you up here. They're saying, okay, well, you know what? I came in here for a cough, but they like, you need to go see a neurologist. For bronchitis, for asthma, like, they're like, yeah, but it's something else. It's something else that's going on with you. You should go see a neurologist, or you should go see an orthopedic surgeon. So I'm going to see an orthopedic surgeon because I have a cough. And they like, yeah, you have phlegm around your spine. That's not phlegm. That's energy that's stuck. And you need to start doing some, like sound healing or something. So someone could be going more towards like natural, holistic healing now. They could be going towards holistic healing. This is it right here. These people are they're no longer able to get access to you. So someone's leaving a voicemail as well too, saying something like, hey, you haven't been in the office. I haven't talked to you in a while. You haven't been in the office or whatnot. You didn't even see the call. You didn't even get the call. It's almost like you're checking your voicemail and you're realizing like, my childhood doctor left me a message saying that we haven't seen the kids in the office for a while or whatever the case is. Hold on 1 second, guys.
He always had that look on his face.
We need to show the teachers that.
Like a midget.
He is. He them ain't his shorts. That's why. They is so funny. They is too cute. Them ain't his shorts though. That's why they too long. That's what he look like now.
You always like everybody else not paying attention.
Cause he peep everything. That's that little Aquarius. He always catch the camera. Why his shirt tucked in? That's my baby. That's so cute. So yeah, someone could be leaving a message of some sort. All right, what's the JC possibilities? All right, what's the JC possibilities? Jezebel and Earth Angel, y'all. Jezebel and Earth Angel. Jezebel is coming out in reverse. Earth Angel is upright, okay? So, you know, Spirit is saying that Earth Angel, you need to walk away. You need to, you definitely need to walk away. And don't look for a different door. Where and what you have been reaching for or going towards, you're getting ready to get a yes. All right, you're getting ready to get a yes. It's something about divine timing. It's something about divine timing. Something showing up. You know, let's say for example that you were trying to go to a particular doctor office, right? Be careful with this. You were trying to go to a particular doctor office, or you were trying to get an appointment with a healer or a spiritualist, right? A spiritualist. And all of a sudden, they're open up their books, all right? All of a sudden, these people open up their books. They usually don't do readings. They usually don't have any openings, especially at the beginning of the year when everybody is making appointments and want to change their life up with their New Year's resolutions and stuff, right? All of a sudden, these people, it's harvest time. It's springtime. And they are calling you, Earth Angel, and they're saying, hey, I have some openings, or you all of a sudden see they have openings. That's because whoever this Jezebel is, they're trying to get into your chakra system. They're trying to get into your energy. Now, you received a no before. Do not think of this as divine timing. Think about where it is that you really are. Do you still need that person? Do you still need that doctor? You've been trying to get an appointment about a cough for the last 6 months. That cough stopped a week ago. That cough stopped a week ago. Those intrusive thoughts stopped a week ago. Now that you have heard something, because sometimes, you know, spirit will be on 10. When I'm receiving messages, spirit will be on 10 for 10 months straight. And then be quiet for the whole month of November. Huh?
With a kid, I'm about to go on in the car because you're going to just get in and go.
Oh, it's 9:35. It's time for me to go, y'all. It's time for me to get off of here. He said, "Mama, just get in the car and go." No, I'm about to get ready to close this message up, y'all. It's 9:35. I gotta go to work. Oh my God, I've been on here for an hour. Okay, I've been on here for an hour. Okay, clear. Let's clear this. Okay, I love my man. He wants to make sure that I'm warm. Okay, so anyway, so yeah, let's wrap the message up, y'all. Yeah, he just stopped that message. So there we go. That's exactly what I'm saying. You can have all these thoughts going and going and going and going, and then it's quiet. It's quiet. That don't mean that you need to go to the doctor. Well, we appreciate you for delivering these messages. Amen. Thank you so much, girl. Okay? I appreciate y'all for showing up. Okay, I appreciate y'all. So what is Jezebel? What is the message between the earth angel and the Jezebel? You versus them. All right. Hexing their asses. Let's get a final message. High honor. Continue to hold yourself in high honor. Okay. Spirit sees you, knows you, recognize you, and yes, you are getting ready to receive that. Yes. Okay. Anything that they're saying about you and doing to you in your dream state, if you do see conflict in your dream state, if you are, you know, hearing certain things, or you're getting these intrusive thoughts to do something that's out of alignment, that's against the integrity of your high honor, that spirit has held you in these last 7 months, okay, these last 7 days, these last 7 hours, don't do it. Don't do it. All right. Don't even return to sender. You know, just be like, you know what? I alchemize that into abundance. I turn whatever it is that somebody is trying to send to me, I turn it into a yes against my dreams, my goals, my integrity. A yes. That's a yes for me. That's a no for they demonic asses. Okay. All right. So no. All right. No. Someone is definitely trying to get you to go against the grain. All right. Thank you so much. What is the final messages? All right. Destruction in reverse. Violent flame transmute. Absolutely. And then divination. And then unbothered. Divination and unbothered. And destruction in reverse. They cannot destroy what, you know, what divine has placed you in. What God has placed you in. They can't take that away from you. All right. And be careful about mentioning any demonic names, any dark entities or anything like that. Looking that stuff up, going towards that. People have their own agendas. Even here on YouTube, people have their own agendas. And so, sirens in my background, okay? So be careful about that. Even with me talking about what I was talking about, y'all don't need to go look up what the 10 prints of hell is. Y'all don't need to know that, you know? Like, I don't know who that is. It just came up. So I'm just telling you guys to be aware of what's happening out there and how people trick other people into doing shit and hexing other people and taking on their demonic contracts, okay? Y'all don't need to go look that up. I'm not gonna look it up because I honestly don't give a fuck, okay? That's they little dark demonic asses. That's their shit. I'm good over here. I'm about to get a yes, okay? I know I'm about to get a yes. And we about to get a raise. So I love you guys, and I will talk to y'all later. Y'all have a wonderful day on purpose, okay? And yes, make sure y'all check out my page, like, subscribe, turn the notification bell on. I have one more download later on that I'll be doing tonight around 7:30. So I'll catch you guys then. Have a wonderful day on purpose, as Miss Abby always says. Yes, y'all. Bye.